It might comes off as a surprise if you follow my content, if you've watched my videos, if you just know me in real life. But I used to be way worse at it. But I tend to disagree with almost everyone. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could really disagree and fight with anybody on any opinions. I tend to disagree, for example, in the political spectrum. I tend to disagree on both sides, and I tend to really be a bit often when it comes to my ideas. And that's why I'm making those videos actually, is because I don't hear my opinions expressed enough in the world. So I tend to disagree and tend to see a lot of things going wrong in the world. I'm not blind to it, even though, and that's the point of this video, is that online and in general in real life, I tend to be a big optimist, sorry. I tend to really try to focus only on the positive, or like try to see the bright side of life, etc. And I want to explain why, because it's not that there is no reason to be upset about the world. I mean, obviously there is a lot of things going on all the time, and it has always has been. But this is about who you choose to be and what you choose to bring into the world. So first of all, about your identity, the reason why I decided to not fight and not try to, be right and try to complain too much about things that are wrong is because it really makes you miserable. I see people online being like that, trying to, being very engaged in drama, politics, or any kind of discourse. You see people getting very upset about, for example, a video game not having this type of character, or like having a gender option, or being having this kind of mechanic, this kind of thing, and people are really really upset about it, even though it's just video games. Like, it's all right, you have the old one, or you have the it's not that deep. um, is it really worth it to be very very mad and ruin your day about it? That's the question I want to bring forward. And it's actually the same thing with politics, because if you think about it, they don't really impact your life that much, most of them. Most of the political discourse are really nothing burger. Like, they really are not inconsequential, and people are gonna forget about this discourse the next week typically. This is what happens most of the time. It's a bit of a treadmill, or a hamster wheel rather, where it doesn't really yeah, it really doesn't lead to anything. So there is no reason to engage with it, especially because it makes your life way bitter. It's really like poison your life and your outlook on life uh, permanently. And I really see that in a lot of people who are very politically engaged, or like just have very strong opinion, or like tend to not really like people. Well, that doesn't make them very happy. So that's, I know, do not do that. That's basically my philosophy when it comes to me personally, but also about what I want to bring into the world, who I want to, what I want to bring forward, and what kind of change I want to make into the world. Because most likely, if you see negative into the world, like for example, like political discourse, or anything like that, the solution is not to put salt on the wound, or you could want to like bring attention to a problem, but most of the time, it's not. Like I was talking about the video game example, complaining is not gonna solve the issue. And I would rather, me personally, that's my choice, I would rather bring forward like things that are very positive, things that are so great about this world, and all the opportunity we have, all the things that are, that when it's, if you look at it objectively, it has never been a better time to be alive. And I'm very sad that we forgot about it. I'm very sad that we don't see it as the large opportunity and like such greatness that is in this world, despite all the problem. I'm not saying that there is no problem, to be clear, but that's so great. It's so great that I can talk with you and you might be on another continent, for example, and I don't have to pay anything for it. Um, there is so many things that are so great. Like for example, today I was working and I'm working from home, which is something that was not possible 20 years ago, or barely, maybe very rare cases, but it's great, and I can go to the doctor and get better treatment than 100 years ago. Um, all of that that we tend to forget when we focus only on the negative. To me, really, that's one of the through line of my values. Extra, I want to be at the service of people. At least I'm trying, and part of it is to be to not bring negativity into this world, to not poison people's lives and make them feel bad. I would rather push people to like do cool things or like feel positive emotion like hope, or just relief, just entertainment. That's really okay. I really want to with my art, for example. I'm an artist, if you don't know. uh, with my art, etc. I really want to, bring positive things forward. And I think even if you want to make change politically or for the environment or any cause you really care about, I think leading with positivity is really underrated. I would say. I'm not saying that you should never complain to make change happen. That's if you look at history, it's not how it works. But I really believe that we really need positivity and, you know, how do you call that? Wholesomeness or um, care, basically. That's what I want to put forward. That's the reason why, because one thing I want to stress is that this is a choice. This is not, this is by design. This is not something, if I were letting myself slide, if I were to, not watch over myself, if I were to just stream my thought, etc., I would really put a lot of negativity into my relationship, into this world. I would really complain about everything. Nowadays, even if I lead with something negative, I did that, for example, a few videos ago, where just complaining about something that made me very upset. I really try to have a positive spin on it, and to lead with, even if I lead with something that upset me, try to turn it into a positive and trying to turn it into a positive feeling for people to follow afterwards. I really, and this is once again, this is a choice because it's just like, with bad eating. If you really put your how do you call that, when if you are carried by your temptation, typically, if you're carried by, or you're craving, or I'm craving, for example, sweet or something very greasy or something like that. If you listen to this all the time, well, you just gonna get it's just gonna get very unhealthy for you. So you must understand and control your impulse. And I think it's really the same with being negative. Uh, Ultimately, it will bring only bad things into your life if you are very upset all the time. And this is a choice you can make. You can make a choice to stop being upset. It's gonna be make your life even better. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about, seeing life for what it is, and it's has bad side and very good side. And ignoring, uh, being a pessimist and ignoring the all the goods that are in this world, or like all the gray area also that are in this world, like how complicated everything is, and you cannot really lead with a very absolute idea most of the time. Well, I forgot what I where I was going with it. But being negative, yes, being negative and only seeing the negative part is not being smart. It's not being, when you are being sarcastic, and it's not being I forgot. It's not being red pill to see only the negative. It's you're literally missing everything else. That's basically what I want to, to bring forward. I wasn't expecting to bring up red pills, but really it's that's the thing. And that's why I make this choice to stay positive and bring positivity into this world, because that's what I think the world really needs that. That's my message for you today. Sorry, I was a bit of a heated rant, but I hope you are understanding what I'm getting at. I really hope you have a great day, positive day. And yeah, please remember that life is okay. No, life is gonna get better if you're going through something bad, and you'll you'll get it. Thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you tomorrow.